to its original mission. Provide a space for everyone to explore, learn along the way, and share the world around us. Your financial support makes it possible to continue our mission. Investing in local public television is an investment in the future of our community. Do your part now by becoming a member. It's quick and easy, and every pledge counts. Call 1-800-599-2424, and thanks for taking the time to become a member of WKU Public Television.
Programming is brought to you in part by Wendy's, now offering new menu items such as the new Asiago Ranch and Smoky Honey Mustard Flatbreads with grilled chicken at participating Wendy's locations.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and contributors, and are not those of WKYU-TV, its management, or WKU.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live and direct for another episode of TopperTalk. All up in your living rooms.
Living rooms?
That's scary,
Is that
isn't
the
it?
best you can come up with this time?
Yeah. My mind went blank, man.
All right.
All right, who are you, man?
I'm Shane Bearden. Along with
Sean Williams.
And we have a couple missing tonight.
Yeah, there's some chairs missing. So
yeah, Woody's at Vacation Bible School or something like that.
Vacation Bible School for a church he works at. So
and Adam, I don't know. I think I saw his face on the side of a milk carton the other day, but I'm still unsure about that.
If you see Adam, please let us know. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while.
But anyway, have no fear because the big guns here at TopperTalk. We pulled in and got a special guest. Coach David Boyd will be joining us here in just a little bit. So we want to let you guys know about that. He'll be coming up here pretty soon. And so what do you want to talk about first?
Well, we can talk about the football team released their game times for the UK game in Nashville and their home slate for this year. They start the Bobby Petrino era in Nashville against UK at 6 p.m. Central on August 31st.
At 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern.
Out there,
right.
In the Eastern time zone. So that's especially going to be a big game. You got two new coaches at new programs, and Bobby Petrino here at Western, and Mark Stoops making his head coaching debut at Kentucky. Of course, working on a little bit of the mojo that we got last year, going to their place and scoring that nice overtime victory on the two-point conversion.
Well, it would be nice to have an evening Saturday game in Nashville this time.
I was going to get to that, yeah.
Thursday night game. I think the fans might appreciate it more. So.
The great thing about it is it will actually be on a Saturday at 6 o'clock, so we can all kind of make plans to get down there. Better than a Thursday night 8:15 kickoff, right?
Yeah, we don't have to take off work.
Well, the thing about that was, Tennessee State, they have first dibs on using the LP field to schedule their games, and luckily, I guess they kind of worked with us this time and saw where they scheduled their game. It's actually moved their game to Sunday, so we're actually going to be playing Kentucky on Saturday evening, and they'll be Tennessee State will be playing their game Sunday. So kudos to them for kind of working with us and getting that game scheduled right. Because you got the game that happened last year. You got Petrino, you got Stoops. It's going to be a big game.
Yeah.
And we're expecting a big crowd down there at LP Field. And like I said, it's going to be a lot bigger since it's going to be Saturday and 6 p.m. instead of a weeknight and a late kickoff for 8:15. So a lot of people left LP Field groggy 2 years ago whenever that game was over.
I was one of them. But And then WKU will open their home slate here at LT Smith with Morgan State.
Juggernaut.
Yep, Juggernaut. That is Morgan State. What's their mascot, by the way? You know?
I can't remember, man.
Okay.
You had to ask me, and I forgot. But
But that game's on September 21st at 6 p.m. Central as well, followed by the next week meeting with Navy. September 28th at 6 p.m. Central also.
Yeah, the Navy always, the Armed Forces and Naval and Army Academies, and they come in here. Those are always tough matchups because they run that triple
I
option.
enjoyed it last time, all the midshipmen being in town and stuff like that. That was interesting to see. And, they brought a pretty good crowd last time they came here.
It's always cool when we play teams like that. So go ahead, Shane. Keep going.
Then we open up homecoming is against Troy on October 26th at 3 p.m. Central.
Yeah, you forgot one. That October 15th game, man.
What? Okay.
That Louisiana Lafayette.
I forgot. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. You already brought it up now.
Louisiana Lafayette, October 15th. That's on a Tuesday night. It's going to be at 7 o'clock. That's going to be on either ESPN or ESPN2. So that's going to be a big game.
Hopefully we'll be undefeated at that point, so ESPN would be nice.
Give us some kudos right there.
Yeah.
But that'll be a big game. Either ESPN or ESPN2 will be in the house. So, that's going to be huge for us to have them here on a primetime game, Tuesday night game. So we'll be spotlighted on the national stage that night. So there's not going to be a whole lot of other football going on Tuesday night.
And then we'll round out the home schedule with Arkansas State on November 30th at home at 3 p.m. So we have, a good mix of evening and afternoon games this year.
Yeah.
And,
Got to get those good evening games later in the season when it gets colder. So.
Exactly. But let's not forget, we're here. We're also here today to, try to build up support for PBS Broadcasting, and we got a full studio here with us today.
That's right. A lot of people back here. Make some noise.
Make some noise. Yeah, there we go. But we're gonna turn it over to Barbara Deeb here in just a second, and she'll tell you all the great things about public broadcasting and try to raise some money up.
Yeah, so get out your phones, get out your computers, make a pledge to us, and we'll send it over to Barb here right now.
And you thought they were alone in the studio. Yes, we've got a studio full. We do, don't we? And can we make some noise? Yeah, okay. Give me some energy. Yes. And that's what we're here to talk to you about, because that's the beauty of a show like Topper Talk. It's live on Monday nights. It's right here from our studios at WKU Public Television, and you can only get it right here. But we're here tonight with our phone volunteers and you, asking you to help support public television. Maybe you watch this show on a regular basis and you say, gosh, I really like that. That's something you can't get anywhere else. Put a price tag on it. Is it worth an investment? 800-599-2424. We are here tonight to take that call from you. Jasmine Taylor, Dana Devine, Martha Basham. You call. We can't do it for you. Now, when you do call, we have a way of saying thank you. It's a little something that you can show your support of public broadcasting and WKU and Topper Talk. Take a look.
Show your support for WKU and PBS by becoming a member now. Pledge $60 and we'll say thank you by sending you the branded Tervis tumbler. Or double your commitment and for $120 we'll send along the branded polo shirt. You can be the ultimate fan and pledge $150 to receive both the tumbler and the polo shirt. Call now at 1-800-599-2424 or go online at WKYUPBS.org. Thanks. Here's one more reason to support WKU Public Television. Call in now and we'll place your name in a drawing to win an Apple iPad Mini valued at $500. The 32-gig Mini features a 7-inch screen. The drawing will be held on Friday, June 28th. No pledge is necessary. Sustaining members are automatically included in this drawing. Employees of WKU Educational Telecommunications and their families are not eligible to enter the drawing. For complete contest rules, you can visit our website at WKYUPBS.org.
Woo, and through the magic of television, here I am with you guys. So come on, let's show me some energy. Can we get these phones ringing?
Let's try. Well,
Okay.
everybody get energetic out there. Get out your phones, your smartphones or your dumb phones, like they say in the Motel 6 commercial.
Yeah.
And that works, and then call that number. What's that number to call?
That number is 800-599-2424. Call in and make your pledge right now.
And if you love WKU sports, you'll call. If you love watching Topper Talk, you'll call.
If you love Shane Bearden, you'll call.
That too. That should get a lot of calls in and of
Love,
itself.
lots lots of love going on here. But really, what it speaks to is the importance of public television in this universe in which we live. You know, we are very fortunate to have a local public television station where we can bring you WKU sports. You know, you can't get that kind of thing anywhere else. And that's what people have to decide. Is it worth making an investment? You know, the average pledge is about $60 to $75. And when you think about going to a game and having to pay the price of admission, think about what you get just by turning on your television set and or going to your computer or your smartphone or however you consume public television. You know, this is a unique, you know, people who might be tuning in for the first time and are not aware of what TopperTalk is, it's an opportunity. I mean, you guys are just that. Huge fans of WKU. Exactly. And you came to the station and you said, you know what, why don't we take this to the next level and share it with that audience out there?
Exactly.
And it worked. And it worked. And that's a good thing. 800-599-2424. I heard one phone ringing. Let's get some more of those phones ringing. Are we going to tell them about the fact that if you call in, this is really cool, if you call in right now, 800-599-2424, you will automatically be entered into a drawing to win an iPad, brand new iPad. Look at those eyes getting big, valued at $500. That's right. But again, we can't do it for you. So you have to make that decision. What would you say to you know, when you're out there and people say, I saw you do the TopperTalk. What kind of feedback you get?
Oh, we have people come up to us all the time and be like, oh, you're the TopperTalk guys. Or, you know, my dad goes and gets his hair cut. This is the father of the TopperTalk, one of the TopperTalk guys. So, I mean, it's...
We've never had any negative feedback.
Yeah.
It's always been positive.
Oh, good positive feedback. So show that support, show that positive reinforcement, if you will, because it is, to be true, kind of like a vote, you know, local involvement. That's what this is. It's your opportunity to be a part of Western sports. And, you know, what I've heard as far as when people are referring to you all and the program, here's what they say. They say they think like we do, like a fan would. They say what we would say. And, you know, that's a beautiful thing, isn't it, to give voice to that.
Exactly. We're fans, too. So, I mean, we just
We're
happen to be on
fans.
TV for some reason. I don't know.
And there you go. And if you're a fan of public broadcasting, we want to hear about you. It's all sports tonight. TopperTalk coming your way. If you want to keep them on the air, not that you're going bye-bye.
Oh, I was going to say, is there a special announcement?
No. 800-599-2424. David Boyden is in the wings. He's going to be joining us in just a little bit, and that'll be a great opportunity to hear from him. But right now, we need to hear from you. It's a two-way street. Give us a call, 800-599-2424. Show your support for public broadcasting, for WKU Sports, and for these guys, the TopperTalk guys. We do need some action on the phones, don't we?
Yeah, get those phones cranking.
Well, when Sean mentioned earlier about if you love me to call, you know, we got a couple rings. So now if you love Sean, you need to call too. That should get a couple more phone calls in here.
Don't put that burden
The
on
burden,
That
yes.
burden's on you now.
But the burden is on you, the viewer. And it's not a burden. It's a wonderful gift and a wonderful opportunity to be a part of loving WKU sports, loving public television, and not just consuming it, but actually stepping forward and helping to support it. 800-599-2424. I'm excited for David Boyden to come on in here, which he will be coming this way in just a little while. Are you coming in here, David, at some point? 800-599-2424. That's the number to call. So when David comes in, you guys are going to talk about basketball for sure, right?
Oh, for sure.
We might talk a little rugby, too. Just
A little rugby? Just because David, hey, come on down. I'm good. Nice to see you, too. I get a hug. You don't.
Oh, that's okay. You can get
We
get
there
the
you
fist
go.
bump.
Yeah.
Okay, fist bumps are
That's
good.
like a manly fist bump right there.
There you go. We want to encourage people to call.
That's
So
why
if
we're
you look
here.
right there and tell them to call.
Everybody, this is why we're here. Please call 800-599-2424, support public TV, and we'd really appreciate all y'all's help and effort.
That's right, and it is an effort. It's a two-way street, like just people coming to the games and supporting Western athletics.
Exactly.
This is an opportunity to show your support for this kind of, for the fan base like we have here.
Absolutely.
That's good
Definitely.
stuff.
right.
We have a great fan base, and, you know, everybody just needs to call in and support.
800-599-2424. You taking it from here?
We got it.
Sure.
Go.
Yeah,
Do
let's
your
do
thing.
it. All right. Let's welcome Coach David Boyden.
Good to see you guys.
Thanks for
What's
coming
going
on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. Shane and Sean, it's good to see you guys.
Yeah,
You
you
too,
too,
man.
man. So, I mean, let's talk about it. I mean, I know we saw some Twitter video and stuff this morning. You know,
Absolutely.
basketball teams in action in the workout room, in the weight room. So,
Yes, sir.
You're getting ahead of it. Did you have a good
What?
vacation off, or a small window of vacation?
We did.
After the season ended?
We had some time where it slowed down a little bit. You know, we've had a number of visits since the season ended.
Yeah, you all been recruiting a lot.
Yeah, and so we like what we got coming in, and then the month of May, it died down a little bit, so we got to, my wife and I got to go home to Virginia and see some family, and now we're back in the full swing of things. Guys are back on campus, and it's literally like Christmas for coaches today, because we get to see some new faces, we get to see familiar faces, and we're excited to have everybody back on campus.
Cool.
Good deal.
So yeah, tell us about today. I mean, start everything. So what's kind of the synopsis of Hilltopper basketball, the new faces, and kind of going forward from today on?
Yeah, today's the first day of summer school. Guys have been all over the world. TJ and George had a stint in China.
Yeah.
They got to play a number of games. It's just kind of one of those experiences that they couldn't pass up. They got to see the Great Wall of China, play a bunch of basketball games. I don't know how thrilled they were about the food, but they had a great time.
Yeah.
They had a great time. Those guys, again, were there for like 15 or 16 days.
That's good.
Big Alex Rostov got to go home to Latvia. And he's back here today, all smiles.
Cool.
Kevin Kaspar was in Istanbul, got to go home. So, I mean, literally international reach on our basketball team.
Show you how much international reach we have on this roster.
Absolutely.
So.
But everybody's back and healthy. Today's day consisted of obviously classes, the most important thing, guys getting back in the swing of things with class. And we had a great semester academically this spring semester. So we're hoping that carries over into the fall. We're anticipating it to carry over into the fall. And then we had weights this morning at 6:30. We had individual workouts at 11:30. The guys played pickup at 4:30, and their body is in full shock right now. They're hemming and hawing. They're feeling parts they haven't felt in the last month and stuff. So
ain't that nice, bath?
Absolutely. So we're again just excited to get them back in the swing of things, and it's the start of a new journey. We ended up last season on a positive note. In the last 2 seasons, we've struck hot and been playing our best basketball at the end of the season where you want to. And now, in our meeting yesterday, Coach Harp said, the goals have changed a little bit. We want to, not depend on 4 games in 4 days. We want to, there's some different things we want to get accomplished with this team, and the work started today.
Yeah. Talk about last year. I mean, and even especially last year. Talk about the injuries you guys had during the season. It's kind of like we've been saying on the show, and a lot of people have, just the fans out there, saying, Coach Harper and the coaching staff, you guys kind of just kept this team together with duct tape and glue, to kind of make them run through the season. Then you guys got healthy seemed like you got healthy at the right time and made the run there at the end of the season. So tell me how all about last season, dealing with the injuries, bugs, and all that. I mean, how did that all come about?
Our first 10 games, we felt really good about the state of the union of Hilltopper basketball. We were 8-2 with losses to overtime loss to Southern Miss, and then Iowa and the Cancun. But I mean, we were playing really well, and then the injury bug bit, and guys started going off left and right. TJ Price went down with a nasty kind of knee/ankle injury. Caden Dickerson had a freak play where his shoulder came out of place again. Kevin dealt with his injuries with hamstrings and groin pulls, and George had a cracked kneecap all of last season. Jamal's foot. So, I mean, it was really, literally, that you couldn't get some things done in practice that you normally could have because, I think one time Coach Cunningham and I were on scout team, and that was not that's not a pretty sight in practice.
You said, man, you can still ball, right? I mean, come on.
And a horse. Me and you in a game of horse is about the extent of me balling.
Nice, yeah. So it looks like definitely a lot of good things to come. Like I said, you got new faces starting workouts and everything today, and
yes, sir.
Pretty excited about the roster changes and the new people you guys brought in. From JUCO and
a lot of athleticism and stuff. It looks like this team this year is going to be built a little more to build a run and get up and down the court.
Absolutely.
A little more often and press full court.
Absolutely. One of our most important recruits is a familiar name, but he couldn't play last season. But Nigel Snipes, a guy that's 6'6", and maybe one of our best athletes in terms of running, jumping, about the prettiest jump shot on our team. Had his first workout today, and it was, absolutely great. All our guys were cheering him on after we were done and gave him a big old standing ovation. But just to be back out there, he's been chomping at the bit, and he's been totally cleared. And we are fired up at the fact that he's back a part of swinging things. You're talking about athleticism. Tracy Jackson is another young man who is in that conversation for maybe our best athlete, and He's had a foot injury, but he's he's days away from being cleared and getting back on the court, and really excited about him. Chris Harrison Docks gives us some more options at the point guard position. As a kid that transferred from Butler, and people got to remember, I mean, he committed to Butler with them coming off Final Fours, plural. Again, a lot of talent, wrapped up in that young man, and we're excited for the depth, just to have some options. If Lord willing, we won't have the same injury bug that hit, but if it does happen, if someone goes down, we'll have some formidable options where we can feel comfortable with the guys that are on the court, and hopefully get some things done that we couldn't get done last year.
Definitely seems like you guys did a lot better, a really good job of just handling the depth issues. In case injuries do happen this upcoming season, and you're going to have formidable options. If people do go down. So
absolutely.
We don't have a whole lot of time left. I was wanting to ask you about your old playing days here at WKU. I mean, tell me about the memories from your days. I mean, helped lead Western Kentucky to 3 Sun Belt titles and 3 NCAA appearances.
It was funny. It was Coach Felton was here on campus today. The coach I played for.
Jazz started school here today.
His son Jazz, he was a wee lad when I was in school here, but now he's in college, and they dropped him off first day, and I think Dad was a little teary-eyed when they finally drove off. But it was great to see him, and we kind of rehashed some of those memories of our playing days, and just. Honestly, it's just this place is built on good people. It's built on trust. It's built on family, and seeing him today was just a reminder of that. We talked about guys like Patrick Sparks and Nate Williams and Chris Marcus and Ronaldo Curry and Derek Robinson and Philip Videnoff, who's still playing overseas. Tador Pan. I mean, guys that we know and love and have been through a lot of good times and bad times together, but it's just it was again, college, everybody tells you it's the best time of your life, and those 4 years spent right across the street in Dillard Arena were amazing.
Definitely everybody, the names you just spit off from those teams you played on, definitely Hilltopper fans remember those names quite well. So
absolutely.
We got just about 15 seconds left, so we definitely want to thank you for coming on and talking some Hilltopper basketball with us and reliving the glory days back in the time. So I'd like to send it back over to you, Barb.
Boy, David, that was fun remembering some of those names in your glory days, and he's got greater days ahead because you're going places. David Boyden has joined us. We got the TopperTalk guys. We are coming to you from the studios of WKU Public Television right here in Bowling Green. Now, why am I here and why are they here? They're waiting to hear from you because we are asking you to help support the programs that you see here on PBS. Maybe you're a regular viewer of TopperTalk. Well, now is a great time for you to call and say, I want to support that show. Maybe you like our local programs like Main Street, Kentucky Outlook, some of the sports programs that you see. That's your decision. You decide what it's going to be worth to call and make an investment, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're investing in the future of public television, future generations, and of course, athletics, because we bring you through Hilltopper Sports Satellite Network a number of games, and that's on you. Now you decide what it's worth. 800-599-2424. Jasmine, smile. Maybe that'll get them to call. Dana, yes? We need to hear from you. A little energy would be nice in the studio. Come on, we got a studio full. We're going to be wrapping things up with TopperTalk, but in the meantime, we really do want to hear from you, because when you call in that pledge of support, and you decide what amount works for you, but when you call that number and you become a member, we're going to send you a thank you gift. And I'm going to show you those thank you gifts in just 1 minute, but first, I want to tell you that when you call, you are automatically entered into a drawing to win a $500 iPad. So that's a great reason to call that number, 800-599-2424, and then we'll send you these thank you gifts. Take a look.
Show your support for WKU and PBS by becoming a member now. Pledge $60 and we'll say thank you by sending you the branded Tervis tumbler. Or double your commitment and for $120 we'll send along the branded polo shirt. You can be the ultimate fan and pledge $150 to receive both the tumbler and the polo shirt. Call now at 1-800-599-2424 or go online at WKYUPBS.org. Thanks. Here's one more reason to support WKU Public Television. Call in now and we'll place your name in a drawing to win an Apple iPad Mini valued at $500. The 32-gig Mini features a 7-inch screen. The drawing will be held on Friday, June 28th. No pledge is necessary. Sustaining members are automatically included in this drawing. Employees of WKU Educational Telecommunications and their families are not eligible to enter the drawing. For complete contest rules, you can visit our website at WKYUPBS.org.
So isn't that worth a phone call and a pledge to be placed in that entry, that drawing where you could win an iPad worth $500? And we're still waiting to hear from you. We're going to be going back to TopperTalk, let them wrap things up. But in the meantime, we haven't heard from you yet. Jasmine, what words of encouragement do you have for our viewers?
I would say just that this is programming for you, so we can't do it without your help. So give me a call. I'm sitting here. I'm waiting.
Jasmine Taylor, 800-599-2424, the number to call. We're going to send you those thank you gifts. But more importantly, we're sending you programming that you can't get anywhere else. You can't get Topper Talk anywhere else because it's produced right here from our studios in Bowling Green. This is local public television, and we're involved in the community, but we're very excited to be a part of that. You just got to hear from David Boyden, assistant coach. What a sharp guy. Right? Not only is he was an amazing athlete when he was here at Western as an athlete, but he's just, what a sharp guy. Weren't you impressed by that?
Yes, and he just got married to Lindsay, and she works with the cheerleaders a lot, so I've seen him around a lot. She's awesome. So he's lucky.
There you go. So, cheerleaders, 800-599-2424. We have a phone bank that would love to take that call. Again, we can't do it for you. If you like the programs that you see here on a regular basis, you're tuning in tonight to watch Topper Talk. So we know you're a WKU fan. Well, if you want to show your support of WKU, its sports entities, and of course, one of its greatest assets, we think, public television. We're a university licensed public television station, and we're coming to you to ask you to help support these programs. A simple phone call at 800-599-2424 would make these phones ring. Dana, what do you have to say?
Please call. We would love to talk to you. I promise.
And Martha, yes? Tell them to call. A little energy certainly goes a long way. And once again, when you make that phone call, you will be placed in the drawing to win an iPad valued at $500. Let us know that you value the programs that you see here on PBS. Let us know that you'd like to see more Topper Talk. Again, these are fans. These are guys that came to one of our producers and said, you know what, we really want to get out there to that WKU community. Can you help us do that? Now you help us do that. Help us go one step further by becoming a member. 800-599-2424. Jasmine, you're going to have to smile brighter. Have to smile bigger. 800-599-2424. Sean and Shane, back to you.
All right, thank you, Barb. Earlier she was saying that hope you like the programs. I hope people like our program.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we talk really good quality Hilltopper sports talk, right, Shane?
I agree. I concur.
Are you comfortable in these chairs?
I am. I love this chair and this table. I really want it from my house.
Is this table the right height for you?
It is.
All right.
It works.
I know, because it's made by the Jasper Group, and we would like to thank them personally for hooking us up with these tables and chairs for the show. They've been there since day one, and we love the chairs. We love the tables. They're maximum comfort during our 30 minutes of greatness, right?
Yeah, especially when you have to go 30 minutes with no commercial breaks. It helps to relax in comfort and style.
There you go. So what are we going to wrap the show up with? I know you mentioned talk a little softball and baseball as they wind the season down.
WKU softball and baseball both concluded their season. Softball team, went to the NCAA tournament where they were in the Tuscaloosa Regional facing number 10 overall Alabama, who won the national championship last year.
Yeah.
They fell to them. First they beat
South Carolina
Upstate.
Which I love the name. It's Upstate.
3-0. It is Upstate.
In case you didn't know.
And then they then they fell to Alabama in a 7-6 thriller, which that was a close game and against a very, very good team. Then we beat South Carolina Upstate 3-0 again, and then met Alabama for the championship game for the regional, and I think the Lady Topper just kind of ran out of steam a little bit and fell 13-1. And then the baseball team, for the first time since 2008, I believe, went to the conference tournament and didn't win a game. They're just
it seemed like the baseball team just kind of dug themselves a hole every time
they
played.
They just kind of fizzled towards the end of the year.
And you thought that really, honestly, they would make a pretty good showing in the tournament because I think they ended up sweeping Middle Tennessee right before the Sun Belt tournament started. But
they were so up and down all year long. I mean, they would beat a top 15 team, and then the next week lose to a team that had won 5 or 6 games.
Definitely a lack of consistency there. But hopefully that's something that Coach Myers will definitely address during the off season and for next season be a lot better. In terms of that. So, kudos to the softball team. They won their first ever Sun Belt regular season championship. So definitely kudos to the softball team out there. And they had like 43 wins on the season. So just a huge season for them. So we give them a big shout out and a ton of kudos for them.
And we got in trouble last time for not giving a shout out to the WKU girls soccer team. So I just want to give them a quick shout out because they're always out there
who got onto
training, and I don't remember who it was.
Okay,
now.
well,
it's on my Twitter. It's on my Twitter. We can look.
Mad props to the WKU soccer team. So we'll give you guys some shout outs too whenever your season starts, and hey, we might even have a soccer player or a soccer coach on.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a plan.
So of course we were talking about workouts and everything like that. I mean, what's your morning workout routine consist of?
It consists of getting up and going to work and busting my butt all day. That's my workout routine right now.
No morning cardio or anything like that?
I don't have time, man.
Funny thing,
how much I work.
Funny thing is, I actually happened to get up early and make it to the stadium and run some steps, and I saw the football team out working out this morning. So
that's cool.
Got a good taste of that. So
good deal.
We got about a minute left, so just want to reiterate to you guys. Please call, make a pledge. It's 800-599-2424.
Also, thanks to Wendy's for providing food for everybody here while we're doing the pledge drive. We appreciate the support that way too. And Wendy's, they're one of the sponsors for TopperTalk. We appreciate their support there also.
Yeah, definitely. And you had a Frosty before the show came on.
We did.
Because you roll like that. You're a Frosty guy. I'm going to probably grab a bag of Wendy's for after I head out from the show,
It's hot outside. There's nothing better than a Wendy's Frosty right now.
It's actually kind of springy, but yeah, I got you.
It was warm when I came in.
All right, guys. So remember, we got about 30 seconds left. Remember, we're on a bi-weekly schedule. So next week, no show or rerun, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks live. So don't forget, though, before we get out of here, make a pledge. 800-599-2424. Make a pledge, and we'll see you next time.